Camarillo Heights is like a 3-scoop sundae. Each layer is sweet, but each one also has its own flavor. Down at the bottom, you've got your solid, classic vanilla scoop. It's the foundation of the whole sundae, and it is called Lower Heights here. The homes in Lower Heights are established, traditional tract homes on larger lots. You've got sidewalks, a suburban feel, and a lot more Subarus than Teslas. In the middle, you hit the rocky road scoop. Get ready for the unexpected and prepare to be surprised. This is where you're going to hit the semi-custom homes on even larger lots. And don't be surprised if you see a couple of chickens, a goat, and a donkey or two. Then at the top of your scoop, you have your artesian chocolate gelato with a cherry on top. These homes are custom through and through. You are looking at luxury houses, some of them with views that never stop of the city and mountains and agriculture, and maybe even a glimpse of the ocean. And yes, not only will you find a Porsche or a BMW, but you're going to find a Tesla or two in these driveways. Lower Heights has one of my favorite streets in Camarillo. It has Glenbrook Ave, which is lined with palm trees, and it has views of the hillside. Actually, I remember driving some of our clients around Camarillo, and they're like, I don't know. But then I drove them up Glenbrook Ave, and they went, this is where we need to live. We want to live here. And they bought a house. To give a really good feel of the neighborhood, you're going to hear birds tweeting, and there's a nice coastal breeze coming up. You don't even really have to use your AC that much. You just open up the windows and it just has that cross breeze coming in. You will definitely get to know your neighbors. They are very sweet. I went and knocked the doors around one of the homes that our clients landed out buying in, and everybody was just talkative and fun. And there's a neighborhood cat that kind of roams around to all the different streets, and they've already met the kitty, of course. It just really does have that suburban feel to it. A pro or a con for living here is in the last 3 months alone, the price of homes has gone up 9% in this neighborhood. It was pretty stable before that, but really it has shot way up. However, you're going to be able to live here for a very long time. These houses are large, so you can move in and your family can continue to grow. In Lower Heights, homes start off in about the mid-900s. With that though, do expect some updating needing to be done. Maybe a new roof or some new siding because of termite damage, or replacing plumbing. It is really good. We always recommend that our clients actually do a sewer lateral, even though it is not expired in Camarillo. You just want to make sure that you're taken care of. Another thing that we always want to make sure that our clients do, or if we're doing the walkthrough for them and trying to decide if it might be a house worthy of them coming all the way over here to see, is on the second floor, you want to make sure there isn't a slope. What we're finding is about half of the 2-story homes that we're going to see actually have a slope. There was one that the slope was so apparent on one side, it was all nice and smooth, but you turned right and it was like you were going down a ramp. Another thing we highly recommend in these homes is to take a look underneath the sink to see, is it the galvanized steel pipes that are still there? Have they replaced it with copper or PVC pipe? Not every home has lighting in every room also, so some of the times you're going to need to install your own overhead lights or just have a lamp. Another thing we've noticed is that in different homes you're going to have a variety of different ceiling heights. Sometimes it's because they've done a drop-down ceiling for the kitchen, or they've put in some ductwork, and so it's a little bit lower too. Something that is consistent with most of the homes throughout Lower Heights is that they do have larger lots. You're looking at 7,000 to 11,000 square feet. And you will most likely find a few fruit trees on each lot. When we were taking our clients to look around at some of the different homes here, they fell in love with one of these houses, and who could blame them? But walking around the perimeter, it became very apparent that this was going to need a new roof. Another negative that I must point out is that everywhere in the Heights, you are looking at paying higher insurance rates. One of the things that made some of our clients truly jump in and say, we want to live in Lower Heights, are all of the little pocket parks. And just down the street, just a little bit further, you can actually walk over to Sprouts to go shopping, and there's a beautiful little shopping center around there. that middle scoop, that rocky road. We're looking at the middle rural area of the Heights. This area, you're going to have a hodgepodge of different styles of homes, but really they are custom homes. It's just not that higher end luxury lifestyle. These homes were built to be lived in. However, you will find a couple of them here that you're just like, wow, that is amazing architecture. There are a lot of different side streets with homes down them, and when you park over here or go to look at a house, don't be surprised if every single person who drives by you looks at you to make sure you know that you're here. You're gonna have the birds tweeting again, but you're not gonna hear as much of the traffic unless you're near the loop where it's a little bit busier. You're gonna find a lot more front yard fences here than you will in the rest of Camarillo also. And if you don't find a fence, you will most likely find one of those really large hedges that covers it and gives privacy. People move here for their privacy. They move here for the larger lots. You are definitely going to find fruit trees, even as you're walking down the street. There's always going to be an avocado tree or a lemon tree. Some of the homes here have atriums, while others have view of the hillside or the mountainside. All of this, the large lots, the larger homes, the views equal to a little more money. Homes here start at $1.3 million currently. While most of the homes here might not have that jaw-dropping wow factor, they do have the feeling of home. From talking to your neighbor to having a porch swing or a tree swing. This is the place that you'll want to be when you want to feel away from it all, but still only 20 minutes to the beach and 10 minutes to Old Town or shopping. If you're wanting it all, you want the view, you want the custom home, you want the larger lot, well, Upper Heights, the hillside of Camarillo, is for you. There are panoramic mountain views, city views, and on a clear day, you can see the ocean. Not to be outdone by Lower and Central, well, the hillside also has tons of fruit trees and grapevines. The negative is that it's a small road and it curves a lot, and it is in a fire-prone area. And for those of you who don't like heights, the road can be a little scary because you really do have like a drop-off on one side. There aren't any sidewalks on the streets, and they are really curvy, so it's not really a neighborhood that's conducive to you just walking your dog up and down. And the homes are also built on the hillside, so kind of like Ventura, you're looking at a steep backyard, a section that's flat for part of your house, and then the rest of your house might be built on the grade going down, or definitely your backyard is going to have quite a grade that you'll have to take care of also. The Mountainside fire in November 2024 just came through and wiped out 84 homes. About half of the homeowners have decided not to rebuild because of people being concerned about what is going to happen with the rebuilding and the smaller road. Is it going to have a lot of traffic, construction work, a lot of noise going on here? It seems that the only place in the Heights where property value is going down a little bit is in the hillside. Quite a few of the homes that used to be here on the hillside were the older homes, and so they're expecting that the new lots are actually going to have larger custom homes put on them, which will just increase the market value once they start building. The positive of living here isn't just that you have these amazing homes, but you have amazing residents. People here really have bonded and take care of each other. Even with all of the new construction that's going to be happening here, we still have clients calling us saying, we've got to live in the Heights on the hillside because you can't beat that view. And the feeling of being away from it all, but so close to everything. Well, this is just a snippet of your ice cream cone in Camarillo. You have got to come here and tour it with us so that you can really see the flavors that Camarillo has to offer. So give Bart and myself, Keziah, a call, a text, or an email. We would love to help you find your perfect home and sell the one you're living in.